Great job today, Kristen. Have you left for home already?
Thanks, Matthew. My shift ended in the evening, so I called it a day. Did I forget something?
No, not at all. I just missed saying goodbye earlier. I wanted to send you a quick message as your boss.
Oh, I understand. Thanks for reaching out.
It's part of my responsibility to look after the team. Besides, you've been working late recently. I wanted to check in and make sure it's not too challenging for you.
That makes sense, thank you.
Plus, work wouldn't be the same without you. Your presence truly brightens the place.
I'm sure that's an exaggeration, but I appreciate the sentiment.
No, I mean it. You have a unique way of lifting spirits around here.
Well, thank you. I've been told my positivity is my strong suit.
That's not all. You excel at your job as well. And don't even get me started on how cute you are. Even your name is cute. Everyone here really admires you, you know?
Well, I appreciate the kind words, but I'm immune to flattery.
Really? And here I was getting my hopes up.
About what?
Your burritos.
Huh?
You always bring homemade burritos to work, right? Every time I see you enjoying one, I can't help but imagine how delicious it must be. Would you consider making one for me sometime?
Oh, those? They're not anything special, really. I just throw in leftovers from breakfast and dinner.
I'd be perfectly fine with that. I'm not typically a fan of beans, but I'd make an exception for your cooking.
But there's also the matter of food safety. I tend to mix everything together. I'd be worried about sharing something like that with someone else.
Well then, how about you come over to my place and prepare dinner together?
Ah,
Just kidding. I bet that caught you off guard.
yeah, a bit.
I suppose that would be too hasty for you, wouldn't it? You strike me as a more reserved person. I wouldn't want to make you nervous by moving too quickly. So let's just take it slow.
Um,
Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. Be cautious about the new guy starting next week.
what do you mean? Why should I be cautious?
He's the type who often makes advances towards women. Quite the player, if you ask me. It might be best to keep your interactions with him to a minimum. He's not exactly the gentlemanly type.
But what does his appearance and personality have to do with work?
Well, I'm speaking from experience. The manager hired him based on his looks. I had my reservations about it.
We are in customer service, after all. Having a pleasant appearance can be an advantage.
Just don't get too friendly with him solely because of his looks. Given your amiable nature, you wouldn't want any unwelcome advances at work, right?
Absolutely not. Anyway, we're all here to work. I think you might be overthinking things.
There's no harm in being cautious. I'm just looking out for you.
I understand. I also have something to ask you.
Of course, go ahead. I'll do anything for you, Kristen.
I've mentioned this a few times before. But could you stop calling me that nickname? I seem to be the only one with a nickname, and it feels a bit odd.
Oh, come on, Kristen. Can't you let it slide? Calling you Kristen is so much more natural for me. Besides, I've been doing it for a while now.
Is that so? Anyway, I just got home and I need to prepare dinner, so please excuse me.
Hey, cook something for me sometime.
Have a good night.
Is it tomorrow yet? We were just together, but I already miss you.
I'm heading home now. What's for dinner?
We're having mystery casserole. How was work?
Mystery casserole? What's that?
It's like a regular casserole with a mystery ingredient.
I see. Is there anything you want me to grab from the store on my way back?
Nope, just get home soon. I bet you're tired from work and school.
It's no big deal.
I always tell you it'd be fine if you just focused on school instead of working. You're still in your first year of college. Don't you feel like it's too much with work on top of everything? I'm earning enough money to keep you fed these days.
Not this again. Ever since Dad passed away. You've been working so hard to take care of me and even pay for my school. Now that I'm in college, I can't just let you keep doing everything. I say that, but I don't think I've helped much at all so far.
I'm not worried about the money. I'm grateful that you're working that part-time job. But school is number one, okay? So you don't have to work every single day just to make money for us.
It's fine. I'm doing it because I want to, that's all.
I know you've been staying up super late studying recently. I'm just saying don't lose sleep over it.
Okay, I understand. I'll reduce my shifts. How about that?
Good. You're smarter than I am, so I don't want to see that brain go to waste. Besides, you can pay me back later when you're rich and rolling around in money.
So all this is just for your sake? I get it.
See, I knew you were smart.
Hey, I'm about to pass by your office.
Oh yeah?
The lights are still on. Should I go in and say to everyone for you?
You're ridiculous. Cut it out.
I bet that guy's there right now, isn't he? The new assistant manager you were telling me about.
Ugh, yeah. I'm getting stressed just thinking about it.
Did something else happen?
He told me he wants me to cook for him.
Wow, really?
He also refused to stop calling me Kristen. Even though I've told him not to like 100 times now. And he's clearly trying to play favorites. He's literally rude to everyone in the office except me and the manager. It's not subtle. And the worst is that he keeps messaging me about stuff not related to work.
Why don't you tell the GM about it? This guy's been all up in your business for 2 months already.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'll try to bring it up with him politely. It's just hard to talk about.
Yeah, I think that would be for the best.
But I don't want people thinking I'm oversensitive or something like that.
If you show him the messages, I think he'll understand. I mean, honestly, he'd probably be pretty shocked at some of the stuff on there.
Yeah, you're right. At the very least, it'd be nice if he could put some distance between us.
Why don't you try mentioning that you have a boyfriend or something? If you do that, he might take the hint and give up, right?
Yeah, but then what happens if he finds out that I was lying? Plus, just being at my work talking about some imaginary boyfriend would be so embarrassing.
I think it would work though. At the very least, it might keep him in check.
Maybe I'll try it if he doesn't stop. If nothing else, he's a total brown-noser. So if the manager says something to him, he'll almost definitely listen. I'm just worried about him holding a grudge against me or something.
It sure is difficult being an attractive girl.
Except only the creepiest guys are into me. Anyway, you must be getting close. I'll start heating up your food.
Yeah, thanks. Be there in a minute.
Hey, Eric. Why haven't you come home yet? How far away is the store you went to? It's already been 2 hours. If you knew you were going to be late, you should have told me. Hey, nothing bad happened, did it?
Hey sis. Sorry for the late reply.
It's been forever. What have you been doing? You haven't been answering the phone. You haven't come home. I've been worried sick.
I'm in the hospital. Some guy stabbed me. I guess I was brought here by an ambulance.
What? Seriously?
Dead serious, huh?
Are you okay? Why didn't anyone tell me? Shouldn't the police or the hospital or someone inform me about something like this?
I was unconscious until just a bit ago. I didn't have my wallet on me, so they couldn't ID me while I was out.
Well, where are you? I'll leave right now.
The Red Cross Hospital.
Got it. Are you sure you're okay to be texting me right now?
Yeah, I'm not in critical condition or anything. Although they said if the knife had been just a fraction of an inch to the left, it would have been really bad. But I'll have to stay in the hospital for a while. Sorry about the hospital bill. And here I wanted to contribute more.
Don't apologize. I don't care how much it costs as long as you're okay. If I lost you too, I don't even know what I would do.
I'm sorry.
It's too early for you to join mom and dad.
I know. I'll live longer than you, so don't worry.
Promise me.
Okay. I promise.
Kristen, are you on break? I can't find you in the office.
True, I'm having lunch outside. I'll return by 2.
That's fine, but are you sure it's appropriate to come into work now?
I assume you heard from Bobby?
Yeah. It's a terrible situation. I can't even fathom it.
Yes. I can only trust the police to handle it.
I can't imagine. If you need some time off, it's perfectly understandable. I'm sure there are many things you need to take care of. You must still be in shock.
I completed my tasks yesterday. I'd like to finish work early today. Last night was chaotic. I was up nearly all night.
I understand, given what happened. By the way, are you going to your boyfriend's funeral? I assume it'll be today or tomorrow, right? If it's too much for you to go alone, I can accompany you for support. And, of course, taking the day off is fine.
Boyfriend? Funeral? What are you talking about? I don't have a boyfriend.
Wait, didn't the person you live with pass away?
What do you mean? My brother was attacked.
Oh. Your brother?
Yes, my younger brother.
Ah. I see. So it was your younger brother.
Yeah. I thought you said Bobby told you.
I just heard that something happened to the person you lived with. I'm really sorry. Just a misunderstanding. But your little brother. Man, that must be even worse.
Ah. Matthew?
Yes?
Don't you think it's a bit strange?
What's strange?
That you assumed I was living with my boyfriend. And you got the idea that I had a funeral to go to. You didn't actually speak to Bobby, did you?
Well, when I say I heard it, I meant that I overheard her talking about it with someone on the phone.
The thing is, I've only told her. And I asked her not to tell anyone else since there's a police investigation going on.
Well, that must have been it then. I bet she was talking to the district manager.
No, she said she wouldn't tell upper management about it yet.
Okay, but the thing is, upper management needs to be notified if you're taking time off of work for mourning. Just paperwork, you know.
What do you mean mourning? My brother is still alive.
Huh? He's alive?
Yes.
Well, that's great news, isn't it?
Nothing about this is great. The knife was an inch away from killing him.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Sorry, that came out wrong. Which hospital is your brother staying at, by the way? I'd like to go visit him.
No, that's quite all right.
If he's your younger brother, then he's like family to me. At least let me pay him my condolences.
You and I are not family.
We're like a work family, aren't we? Come on, don't push me away here.
It was you, wasn't it?
What was me?
You're the one that did that to my brother.
What? Come on. Why would I go and do something like that?
Last month, Bobby gave you a warning about talking to me, right?
That? That was just a misunderstanding is all. She thought I was bothering you or something. But I'm not a bother, am I?
Yes, you are. You always have been.
Oh, come on. That's a bit harsh, don't you think? But I've always appreciated your straightforwardness.
It's not my opinion. It's a fact. Like how you message me all the time without a reason. Or how you treat me differently than everyone else. Oh, and you won't stop calling me Kristen even though I've asked you to stop. Everything about you is annoying. I feel uncomfortable when you come near me or touch my head while I'm working.
Hey now. Aren't you being a bit sensitive? I don't view you that way.
Bobby spoke with you, right? She misrepresented the truth so that you wouldn't complicate my work life further. She told you that I had a boyfriend to discourage private messages, didn't she? That's why you assumed my brother was my boyfriend.
It's not good to be so suspicious all the time. You're treating me like a criminal.
If the shoe fits, Matthew.
It wasn't me. Oh, you know what? I suspect it was that new guy. Paul, I believe. I've noticed he's shown interest in you.
He has a girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Also, everyone at work knows that I lost both my parents and live with my younger brother. That includes Paul. You're the only one who didn't know.
Wait. How come the new guy knew, but I didn't?
Because everyone knows your reputation as a creep. So, they deliberately kept information about me from you.
Well, how about that? Everyone's been excluding me. That's real nice. You know something? You're just an attention-seeking prude. No wonder you don't have a boyfriend. Who wants to put up with that?
Whatever, Matthew. I couldn't care less about the opinion of an old, perverted individual. You attacked my brother. I won't let you get away with this.
You've got quite a mouth on you. I'm completely turned off now.
Good. That's the first piece of good news I've heard all day. Turning on the office creep is every woman's nightmare.
Okay, that's enough from you. It's shocking to finally see your true colors. Anyway, none of this has anything to do with me. Just do whatever you want.
Don't think for a second you can get away with this.
But I told you it wasn't me. That's just your own crazy theory. It has nothing to do with reality.
No, there's evidence.
What?
You guys had a fight, didn't you? My brother had some of your skin under his fingernails. It's pretty easy to check.
Actually, you know what? I might have run into your brother by chance yesterday.
I thought you said you didn't know anything about him. It's too late to change your story now.
Kristen. The thing is, I genuinely like you. And I know you're a sweet person. So, I couldn't bear the thought of that guy taking advantage of you. I was just trying to protect you.
Well, your protection landed my brother in the hospital. It's time to face the consequences, Matthew.
Wait a second. Please don't involve the police. Please. I'm begging you.
Do you think I'm going to help a person who stabs others? No matter how you plead, there's no escaping this.
Kristen, where are you right now? Let's meet up. I just want you to hear me out.
I don't want to meet up with you, Matthew. In fact, I never want to speak to you again. But it seems like there are several people who do want to talk to you.
Huh?
The police, that is. They should be arriving right about now.
But why?
I headed to the police station while we were talking. They've been monitoring your messages the whole time.
All I wanted was to protect you from some creepy guy. Why won't you understand?
If you truly want to protect me, then stay away from me forever. The creepy guy in this story is you. Following that, the police stormed my workplace and went to apprehend Matthew. However, it became evident that he had been scheming an escape. He fell while attempting to leap from the second floor onto the adjacent building. Evidently, the damage to his spinal cord was severe, leaving him unable to walk again. The pieces of skin from my brother's attacker matched his DNA, leading to his conviction and imprisonment. He received the appropriate consequences, so I have no sympathy for him. After my brother's recovery, he was discharged from the hospital and resumed his studies. I'm deeply saddened that this happened because of me. However, my brother was just grateful that I wasn't the intended victim. Since our parents passed away, we only have each other as family. We're both relieved that neither of us had to endure the loss of another family member. I'm extremely thankful that he's back home, and we can return to our normal lives together.